Don't tell me.
Second attack. Another 15.
Guys.
Yeah.
I'm such an idiot. I don't know why it took me this long to make this connection, but earlier on in the stream, my mic audio was doing something funky where it was like still playing even though I muted the mic. So I checked the setting, and for some reason when I plugged in the mic, it didn't register with my computer correctly. So the stream was streaming the microphone from my laptop and not from my microphone. Now what I also didn't realize was it was also streaming the audio that was coming out of my laptop and not out of my microphone. Guess which audio you guys are.
So was it not working the whole time? Like, could nobody hear us?
Up until like just now, it didn't record a word you guys said that entire time.
Unfortunate.
It's really funny.
No.
It's fine.
Wow.
I mean, better before break than after.
That's true.
Living in.
I feel like we're usually more into it after dinner anyway.
True, and right now the consequences are pretty low stakes. But what'd you get, Lizzie?
Can't believe you.
Second attack.
The damage for that was 5. Cool. Rolled very low on damage, which is not 5.
We can just summarize when we get back.
Yeah.
In any case,
at least it happened
Clipper's
now, not when we're famous. That's not a mistake I'll make again.
as if. All right, Quipper, what do you do?
I'm gonna go. Karina, what are your hit points like?
I'm at 22 out of 32 right now.
Oh, she fine. Never mind. I'm gonna give Lizzie a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
It's gonna be all like, big worm. Ooh, I don't know. That's what I got. And then I shoot him with my sling shot blast.
Sure.
Magic.
Zoom, 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 zoom.
That's like a 25 to hit.
That hits.
I would hope so. 9 damage.
9 damage, very nice. You guys did almost the same amount of damage. And so you fire that off. Now, is going to be Aether, I believe?
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
We're all pretty close together, aren't we?
Yes.
All right. Never mind. So I'm just gonna do what I normally do, except because I've been building this shield, which is partially on my arm, and I usually have the little thing that fires the frost stuff, I changed it up a little bit, so now all it does is I stick one of the ball bearings in and flattens it, and one of the little snowflake shurikens comes out, and then I reach into my bag and I pull out a tiny jar with one of the salvaged experimental snow clouds, and I like carefully drop the snowflake in and rip the jar off, or the top of the jar off, and I just go like this, and it shoots out from there. And now it does 2d8 damage. That is like 14 to hit.
14 is exactly what you need. However, the attack is at disadvantage since it is in melee range with you.
Makes sense. That is 12.
12, I'm sorry, it doesn't hit.
That's fine. I'll just stay there so it doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
Fair. So now is the second Grix's turn. I rolled a natural 1, so I didn't bother with putting on initiative. Because you also didn't know it was there. But, Quipper, you see from the angle that you're seeing, just for a second, another creature, like, slime over the tail of the one you're fighting. One of the tentacles reaches through the door and tries to grab Nick.
Nick.
I like how slime was a verb.
Yeah. 10. The tentacle just goes over top, and Nyx just like doesn't notice as she's just like digging the claws into the back of the worm, and you can see its beak kind of just like clawing or slamming together over top of the door.
Mashing.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Next is going to be the other Grix that is on Aether at the top of the round, and that one finally is a 22 to hit. As this time the tentacles wrap around you. and you take 5 points of slashing damage. Just because you notice as the suckers kind of have like razors on the edge of them, and then they pull you into the mashing beak in the center, who's going to make another attack against you. That is a 9 to hit. So it's just like you're just kind of like putting your hands out, forcing it not to stab into you. All right.
I have not lunch.
Fun thing about parrot beaks, they're amazing at crunching things. In any case.
Not today. Worm.
Yeah. Now is going to be Nyx, I believe.
Yeah. I'm a rage.
Uh-huh.
Woot woot, because there's 2 of these things now. So I'm gonna get all mean and red.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna slash at the one that's still trying to attack Aether, because if something is attacking me, I really don't care.
Sure.
18. I can't do math.
18 hits.
Yeah. Oh my god.
By the way, Aether, you are not grappled.
Cool.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
8 damage.
8 damage. Very nice. That one is looking really rough. I forgot to say bloodied earlier, but Matt put it bloodied.
Ooh.
Alright, that's all I can do. It is now Quipper's turn.
Yeah. I'm just gonna shoot it again. I don't really have the brain power right now to do big brain plays.
Are you shooting the one hitting Nyx or the one shooting...
Yeah. I'm just gonna shoot the same one I shot last time.
Oh, okay, then that is the one attacking Aether. Go ahead. Make your attack roll.
My attack roll is on the floor. Give me a second.
I have 4 d20s with me at all times.
That's an 11.
That misses.
Stupid floor. That's it. That's my turn.
All right, next is Aether.
All right. Don't have that many spell slots, and we just got into the sewer, so I'm just gonna try and hit it with some frost again.
Okay.
With a different dice.
Sure.
The 19 and a 1.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, no.
All right.
You aim it out and you're gonna fire it right into the beak, and then one of the tentacles just like slaps your shoulder, and it just doesn't fire.
That's
but
it.
in any case, that is your turn. Now is the Grick at the bottom, and that one is going to attack Nyx again. That was a 20, not natural.
Nope.
So that is going to be, wow, rolling. Oh, max damage, 14 slashing damage.
So 7.
Yes. And now that it, Quipper, you're watching Nyx as she's just like stabbing into this other one, and a tentacle just like grabs her by the shoulder and then just pulls her through the doorway. And
oh yeah, see.
Yeah. Then 10 to hit with the beak, so you're fine. However, that said, the Grick attacking Aether is going. Oh no, I am damn fool. In any case,
God,
despite my foolishness, that one is going to run away, back into the doorway past Nyx.
Attack of opportunity.
Yes. Well, you attack of opportunity with a melee weapon, not a spell.
I can.
And Nyx does as well.
Yeah, I have this random mace I never used.
22.
I'm just gonna try.
That hits.
Max damage, please. No.
Nope. 10.
What did you get, Nyx?
8 damage.
It just barely survives. Oh wait, no, it actually did pretty alright. Doesn't matter. It begins to make its way out, and you can see there's a that's burrowing speed, right? Oh, you can see there is sort of like a well, perhaps, or probably not a well, but some sort of hole leading to the top, and you can see as it climbs directly up the side of the wall, into this above area, and disappears from sight.
That's
Wow,
crazy.
it must have a lot of movement.
Real nice.
I mean, 30. It's not a high ceiling. It just went right past you and right up.
Okay.
In any case, now it is
Me, right?
Nix's turn. Yeah.
Okay. I'll just hit the one that's holding on to me, because
Sure.
rude. And I'm feeling a little bold, so I'll do reckless.
Okay.
I want that sneak. Oh yeah, that it. Okay. Where did my other D6 go? That's weird. Okay. Oh, terrible. That's 6 plus 4 is 10. 12. 12 damage.
Very nice. All right. And next is going to be Quicker.
Wait, I have a second attack too.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Yeah.
Yep, that hits too, because that's like 20 something.
Yep.
Yeah.
And just like 1. Oh my gosh! My damage rolls have been shite. That's only 3 damage.
Right.
Stays jail.
Hey, you're still hitting it.
And it seems to be resisting your attacks that are just slashing or bludgeoning or stabbing.
How nice.
All right. Next is Quiver.
Get
Yep.
'em, Quipper.
I do that. 17.
That hits.
With the slingshot.
I get him. Forgot what the bonus is. 11 damage.
11 damage.
Oh.
Very nice. That goes all the way through. Is now bloody.
I give
A-
Karena Bardic Karena Bardic Inspiration.
Thanks.
That's my turn.
All right. Next is Aether.
So there is still one that we can see, right?
Yes, and it is out of your attack. It is out of melee range with you.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna go into melee range of anything. Let's see here. What do I have at my disposal? Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna need these spell slots, so I'm just gonna keep aiming my jar, hoping, dear God, it's gotta work at some point. 18 hit.
That does hit.
Thank God. Okay. Then it's 2d8 damage this time.
Very nice.
8. 8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
It seems very rough.
Yes. Fantastic. That is all I do. I stay put. Just
now
so
it
I
is
see everything.
its turn. And it is going to, once again, run away. Nyx gets an attack of opportunity.
Get him.
Can I do reckless on those or no?
No, the Reckless would... No, yeah, sure. Yeah.
That's 19 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, finally! Hold on, math. 11. 13. 16 damage.
It is dead.
Oh my God.
You just like cross slash it, and its guts just spill out with this like viscous yellow green fluid.
Now where's the other one?
I immediately look up. Do I see
You have
it?
to walk in a little bit, but yeah, you do. It seems to be just hiding on the ceiling. Kind of curled up.
Is there a way that I can jump up and get to it?
It's at 20 feet.
Okay, what if I like run up against the wall, vault, and try to stab into it to hold on to it?
20 feet's far. Make an athletics check, disadvantage.
Disadvantage? Okay.
You're no monk.
And you also have inspiration, don't you?
I do.
Become an acrobat. Do it.
Athletics.
Mhm.
Sorry, it's taking me a while to pull this stuff up. Disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. That's a shame. I rolled a natural 20. So I'm gonna add my D6 to that. That is 19.
19. I'm gonna say you like leap up and you're latch onto the side, and as you're kind of like halfway there, your blades just kind of scratch against the stone and you fall back where you were.
Okay.
That was a really high DC. I'm sorry. 20 feet on just stone break.
I wasn't trying to hit the wall with my blades. I was trying to jump off the wall. Like like a run, boom, up.
Yeah, that's like even harder.
Oh well. I'm gonna throw my dagger at it.
Sure.
$18.
You stab into it at 1 hit point, and it just
Is that
falls
one
to the
hit
ground.
point?
Yeah, you just kind of step out of the way as its body falls to the bottom.
Hooah! I want to take like one of its little sucker thingies, or two of them.
I figured it out. The reason it didn't record the audio from the microphone was because when I got home, I was doing stuff, and when like 350 hit, I started the stream in like the offline mode or whatever, just so that it was there. And then I like went and did more stuff, and then I came back, but I didn't plug in my microphone until I joined Discord. So when I started the stream, my mic wasn't plugged in, so it started recording the default device at the time. So then that was good stuff. But now I know that. Now I know that too. Learning. Oh,
Happens.
my nose tickles, and I don't know why.
That's a close tick.
It's not. Don't be making those sad eyes.
All right. So, that room is kind of like a large, sort of like what you've seen before. It's a drainage area. You can see there are 2 doors. One is made out of stone. One is made out of wood.
I'm leaning towards stone, personally.
Me too.
Well, now you're
like kind of getting to the point where you're like, oh, I'm underground. Where are we underground? You're trying to get to a location without really having in mind where you're going.
Since I had looked around the perimeter of the building and I kind of knew, like, got a general idea of, like, the shape of it, its location, and I'm assuming that also means in relation to sewers, and I know where we went in, is there a way...
Make a straight-up intelligence check. Just to try to, like, with your sense of direction, map where you are relative to the surface.
What is this? Intelligence?
Yes.
I feel like that could also be wisdom. If anything, that's probably a survival.
That could also be wisdom.
Natural 20.
Or
natural 20.
Wow.
I guess you'll do whatever the hell
You're
you feel
pretty
like.
sure you would need to go through... Let me check out this dungeon. You're pretty sure you would want to go through the room to the right. And then you would need to go forward about 50 feet, and you're probably there.
I tell this to the group.
All right, so
that's where
we'll
go.
I'm going to check for traps around the door before we go through that.
Yeah.
Very good call. Make an investigation check.
17. Where have you been all my life? That's my good dice. The only dice I will use now.
On one of your die.
It appears. It appears as though there are not any traps on that door.
It appears. Okay. Is it locked?
Yes.
I'm gonna pick it.
Go ahead.
$22?
Child's play.
Yeah.
You through.
This dice.
Awesome.
I rolled a 20, a 17, and then an 18.
Use that one.
I love it. This is the one, right? Ryan, this is the one you gave me, the blue.
Oh yeah, blue with the red numbers.
All right, I'm like, same thing.
So
Open
you
the
go
door
through.
slowly.
I'm on the
Stealth
lookout for any
look
other
in.
things. Maybe
So
behind us.
you find a long corridor, like a sewer is, and you can see. Aether notices it first. There are faces that look demonic or fiendish in nature, sketched into the stone, just kind of like scattered throughout this long corridor. Some of them have horns, others don't. It's weird. They're distinctly fiendish. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to them, and they aren't artistry per se. Just like maybe somebody with a knife.
Did someone beat us to defacing this place?
Maybe
This
it's-
is not attached to the church. You're still just sitting.
Yeah, we're still on the way.
I'm assuming maybe this is people know that this is the way to that underground temple, and they're trying to say that going underneath of it is equated to hell.
Do the marks seem to have any like arcane stuff attached to them, or are they just like
Make an Arcana check or investigation.
Maybe someone just conducted a
Arcana?
demonic ritual in the sewers, completely
15.
unaware of the fact that. I guess
This doesn't seem in any way arcane.
Okay, that's good. It's not like some kind of magic trap or anything. It's very strange though. Going to write that
Sneak
down.
through, stealthy, looking for traps.
So you go through this corridor. Now it does go good. Make investigation check and stealth.
Can I do stealth first?
Sure.
Yeah. 21.
Good.
Are we all making stealth checks?
If you'd like to be stealthy.
Investigation's only an 11.
I can try.
I don't know. That's like 24, I think.
15.
All right.
Got a 15 and a 15.
No, I lied.
All right, and Quiver did very well.
23. Sorry.
23.
Yeah.
Now the hallway does continue to the right, or continue forward, but you're pretty sure you need to go to the right another 100 feet. So, and with your natural 20, you do recall there being like a grate in the middle of the road in one place. And you're pretty sure you're about to come across this. And you're pretty sure that when you see that, you know you're on the right path. But you enter the doorway, and as soon as you do, you see a large room. I'm going to say probably 50 by 50 feet. It is, and at the top of this, you can see there's just a beam of light coming down from the grate, encircling what appears to be some sort of silver or platinum. You're not quite sure. Some sort of bright, luxurious metal sword suspended in the center of the room. Kind of, its beauty kind of accentuated by the beam of light encasing it.
That's some sketchy shit right there.
Does it look like the sword that they described the statue to have
From
the church?
Not exactly. It does. It's however, it's the handguard does appear to have like a wing motif, and there does seem to be some sort of writing on it, although you don't necessarily recognize it.
Is it in halfway?
Yeah. Nope.
Oh, man.
Is it in any language I know?
I don't know what languages you know off the top of your head, but I'm pretty sure you don't know this one.
All right, let me pull up my languages because I know a
Is it
lot.
in Celestial?
Nope.
Sick.
Is it in Sylvan?
Nope.
Undercommon?
Nope.
Vidalcan?
Nope.
Thieves' Cant?
Nope.
Okay.
Bet you $5.
A
it's in
holy looking
Draconic.
sword with Thieves' Cant in it.
You
Or
never know,
Aron.
okay?
Probably.
In any case, that's what you see.
Is there... Sorry.
Well,
Is there anyone in the room, or is it just like
that right
this
It's
beam
just
of
that,
light?
and you can see on the other side of the room, there's a wooden door.
that right
Is
there.
the sword like suspended, or is it like sitting on something?
Suspended.
Mm.
That right there looks like one of two things. Either one, shit we should absolutely not touch. Or two,
Yeah,
shit we should definitely touch.
those are very different, and I think we should go with the first one.
Ah, but what if it's the second one? Missed opportunities.
Krenna, did you already do like a check on it? Like a magic check?
On the sword?
Yeah.
No. I did a check on the weird demon writings on the walls. But I don't know how close we should get to that thing.
What if we sneak just a little closer? We have to look for this. There's this one grate that I know if I see that grate, we're on the right track.
Looking at that one.
Is it that- yeah,
Never
that one
mind.
right there?
I was sorry. The person I'm dog sitting for was texting me, so I was only half paying attention to what was happening.
You're fine.
Understandable. So we gotta get through that door. Can I do like a check on it from far away? Like disadvantage check or something?
Kind of need to just like hold it or just at least
Yeah.
get close.
I want to try because I have probably the most hit points.
What you talking
I'll
about?
go up, sort of not like up against it, but like close, like stealthily going up close and sort of like, does it give off like an aura? Does it like?
What if the sword is a mimic? I think I should.
So how close are you getting to it?
I think I should shoot it.
Is it okay? I'm sorry, I have to ask for clarification. Is there like, is it in like a circular chamber?
Yeah,
Ahead?
the chamber itself is circular.
So what we're in right now is a big circle, or there's like a hallway to the circle?
No, the room you're in right now is a circle.
Oh, okay. Then I'll get somewhere that's like just out of what I perceive to be melee range. If that
So
makes sense.
approximately 5 feet,
Maybe
and you're 5 feet from it.
I'll do 10 feet just to be safe.
Sure. And what are you trying to do?
So like I'm going up, I'm like kind of like I'm looking at it. Does it give off magical vibes?
So again, you would have to get close to it, like properly inspect it, look for runes and that kind of thing. Although I'll let you make a perception check.
Natural 20, -1, 19.
You are 99% sure this sword is made out of silver.
Ryan, you know I
Okay.
want to touch it, so I'm gonna touch it.
Is there
Yeah.
anything else in this room? It's just this thing. Anything above it? If I look up on the ceiling?
There's just the grate leaving a beam of light in the center.
Now, why is there randomly a sword underneath of a grate in the middle
I'm
of a room?
currently moving towards it to touch the sword.
Flipper.
Okay.
Get there.
Flipper.
Ah,
Do you touch the sword?
what?
I'm gonna back
Do
up a
you
bit and
touch
have
the
my
sword?
blades out just in case.
I'm gonna start preparing my top.
Do I touch the sword though?
We have something
I
else we're supposed
really
to do.
want to. I'm gonna
How about this?
All right. You reach forward, and as you do, you just feel a resistance at some point, and you're like, oh, of course. And then you are kind of just sucked in, and you are now inside of a gelatinous cube.
Tasty. That's tasty.
What?
I didn't see what. Wait. Okay. Ah, jeez.
Wait,
All
we
right.
didn't see the cube around it?
No, that's its whole deal. It's like mostly invisible.
Fuck.
To be fair, Lizzie did critically succeed on a perception check.
She did, but she wasn't looking like for
I was
anything. She was
looking
looking specifically at the blade.
I was looking specifically at the blade, so I will allow that to pass. Because I
You will allow that to
You
pass.
should have been like, the blade looks a little
You want me to cause a
wavy.
scene, Brian?
In any case,
Because I will.
Kill it.
I want you to know that I'm capable of disabling your video. In any case.
All right, then have fun with that, and you have fun doing that.
Rolling
See how well that goes
initiative.
for you.
Look,
In any case.
all I know is
11.
I regret nothing.
Yeah, I mean, look.
I
no matter
should have
what, it's a
shot it.
fair decision.
I was like, literally, my first instinct was I should just shoot the sword. Should've
Guys,
just shot the
you should
sword.
know at this point that these are my 14, by the way, for initiative. Gelatinous cubes are my favorite monsters.
Is that what we're doing? I did not know that.
Yeah.
Initiative.
Sorry, I thought she was rolling to hit.
I've never been tempted to get a Funko Pop until I saw the gelatinous cube Funko Pop.
There's gelatinous
Pop.
cube Funko Pop.
Frenna, you
Dude,
said
it
10,
is.
right?
It looks
11.
amazing.
That doesn't even make
11.
sense. It's probably just
Look
a
it up.
cube.
It looks really cool.
It looks really cool. All the way. Also, you have been engulfed, and
Oh, yeah.
you take
That's delicious.
12 points of damage, acid damage.
That's nothing.
Clipper, what's your initiative roll?
11.
It's
So-
this heavy, like acrid smell kind of thing going on,
I don't want
and
to. I'd rather not.
at the moment, your skin just begins to itch.
Well,
The feel is very significant to me because I got a bunch of hydrochloric acid on my arm yesterday. So,
I'm first.
yes, you are. Go ahead.
I'm not going to rage because I'm confident in myself.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna hit him.
Uh-huh.
That's like a 14.
To hit, yes.
Dope.
What is your plus to hit?
What is my plus to hit? 6.
Don't bother rolling.
Okay. So the first one then is only 4 damage.
Hmm.
Is it? It's not. Engaged.
Actually, do roll, but don't bother telling me unless it's a natural 20
Or
Okay.
1.
Second
or a 1.
is 6 damage.
Very nice. All right. And next is
The cube. Amy bit.
yep.
Alright, Amy bit.
Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I was
Hmm.
Googling the Funko Pop and neglected to write how much damage it took, and I already forgot.
I think it was 12.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Nya, 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 nya. Nya, 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 nya. Do we? Because it's almost
And-
break time. Just so you know.
Sure. I think we can finish up this one first. Matt, your turn is now?
It's the cube's turn.
Oh, it's the cube's turn. Never mind. The cube then is going to move forward and try to engulf Nyx. Nyx can make a dexterity saving throw.
I get advantage because I can see it. I think. No, that's
Yeah.
only against effects. That doesn't count.
Sure.
That is 20, not natural.
You succeed. As it moves forward, you jump out of the way. And then it is going to attack you. 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
How can it?
I rolled almost max damage. So that is going to be 16 points of acid damage.
So wait, it can attack and try to.
Yeah, the second one wasn't an attack. In fact, you should have gotten advantage on it. It was just when it moves forward into somebody's space, you can jump out of the way or not.
I might be bloodied.
Okay. And next, I believe, is...
Aether and Quipper, but they go at the same time.
Okay, to start. Quipper, you take...
Okay, I'm not bloodied yet, but I'm close.
$17 points of acid damage.
Whew. That's a doozy of a day right there.
Yes, it is. I'm a bad day there, partner.
Yeah. A little bit. A little bit.
You can try to swim out, if you will.
Isn't that pretty much like my only option anyway?
Yeah, you could cast a spell. You could
Or can cast spells?
attack it at disadvantage.
Well, if I can cast spells...
While inside of it, you can cast a single spell that has a verbal component. After that, you're out of air.
Ooh.
That's fine. Because I'm gonna cast Healing Word as a second level spell. Look at that. What's that? Say 10 more hit points. Nice. And then I'm gonna try and get out of there.
All right, that is your action. Make a strength check. Or is it a saving throw? It's a check.
I'm real good at both of those. 7.
7. You begin to try to swim your way. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
All right, and next is Aether.
It's also 6,
I assume because I did say before this started that I was readying my top, so is that okay to not use my action to do that?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so I'm assuming that it's already prepared and whatnot, and I throw it out, and it's doing the little music stuff because I was gonna do something else, but then Nyx is like dying already, so we're just gonna keep that. And I'm going to do the little bonus action.
Poor Aether, our pseudo healer.
Temporary hit points to Nyx. Ooh, that was pretty lame. That's 5 temporary hit points. Sorry about that.
HP is HP.
And because we fought these so many times, I am worried about Quipper, but I also don't want to use spell slots for this either, since I don't have the magic recovery of a wizard. So I'm just gonna hit it with the ice again.
Understandable.
Just a thought question, Ryan. Are they able to tell that I'm bloodied from within the cube?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well then,
11
I'm
cold
bloody.
damage.
Just so y'all know.
It's clear, so yeah.
Bloody boy.
So you take 11 cold. It takes 11 cold damage.
Could Quipper have gotten the temporary hit points too? I wasn't sure if that was possible since he's in the cube.
Yeah. Sound
Okay.
travels through.
Then
It's a little
you
muffled,
also
but
get 5 temporary hit points, Quipper.
Nice. I'm not bloody anymore.
Ah.
well, you still are because it's temporary, but yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still
In
bloody.
any case,
You're still bloody, but you
next
feel inspired. But not in the bard
is
way.
next.
All right. I don't quite feel like raging because it's just a cube,
Mhm.
and I'm just gonna hit it twice.
Huh.
Wait, no. 19
Damage? Or
to
damage?
hit. Sorry, I forgot I don't have
Yeah,
to
you're
roll
fine.
to tell you to hit. 7 damage.
All right.
7 damage.
Excellent.
For a total of 14. Outside.
Wonderful. And next is the cube, I believe.
I think so.
So the cube is going to attack next. Or it's going to try to move forward again.
And it has its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Meaning it cannot get Aether as well, but only Nyx. So Nyx needs to do a dexterity saving throw, but either way, she is going to get attacked. And it does hit. So she takes 12 points of acid damage.
Are you alive?
Yeah, I had to mute myself because of the dog. I did not succeed my check. I think I rolled it was an 8 plus 3.
An 11. Then you fail and you are engulfed. You take
Great.
another 6 damage.
Oh no!
So that's what was the first one?
Total of 18.
Imagine getting
Bloody
a TPK
attack.
with the gelatinous
Should have
cube.
freaking raged. Sorry.
All right. And you are currently engulfed. At the start of your turn, you take 66 acid damage.
Great.
And next, I believe, is Quipper and Aether.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be cute. Yes.
Quipper, you take...
Die. Do it. Do it, Ryan.
You take 13 points of acid damage. It was really, really low.
I'm dead. No, I'm kidding. Wouldn't that be great, though?
Temporary hit points act as a good buffer.
A little bit. It's still not great.
All right. Now what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna try to escape again.
Strength check.
That's a 4.
I'm sorry. It's not a very high DC.
It's not a very high strength either.
Yeah. You are not able to get out.
But that's okay.
You're just kind of floating around, and as you're trying to swim through, you're just not going anywhere, and your head kind of just bonks the
Can I grab
hilt
the
of
sword?
Yeah.
Like without an action?
No, you
I
can just grab it.
I grab it.
Yeah, the sword in your hand.
Mission
It's a long sword, so it's pretty long.
Yes. Mission accomplished. Now I get to die.
All right.
No, I'm not gonna
Ethan?
die. Hang on.
Okay,
Hang on.
Okay.
Kinda. Would you say that grabbing the sword was a bonus action or a free action?
It's a free action.
Well, then I'm gonna cast Healing Word as a first level spell.
Uh-huh.
8. That's 6 more hit points than I had. Alright, now I'm done.
You know what? I think we're kind of getting to a point. I'm going to toss in some of this. All right. Aether, what are you doing?
Well, first thing, I'm going to try to give them some more temporary hit points that have obviously run out by now.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do first. That is just 6, but it's still 6.
Yeah.
That's more than I had.
Yeah, you both get 6. And I'm very nervous, so I'm just gonna use one of my spell slots for once. And I pull out some other random contraption from my backpack. And it's kind of like a little box I set on my hand, and 2 like little pieces of glass like pop out in different directions. And I like filter light through it, and I cast Scorching Ray.
Okay, it's just like a little lens pops out, and it's
Yeah, it's just kind of like dink dink. They're like really tiny and adorable.
Right.
The first one is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
The second one is a 17 to hit.
What bonus do you get to hit?
+5.
No matter what you hit.
Okay, so all 3 of them hit.
Make sure to roll to see if you critically succeed. But yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I rolled the last one and it was like
Okay.
15. Yeah.
Cool.
Just so you know, I don't cast Healing Word specifically because you told me I could only do it once.
Oh,
So I
you're
took
right. You're
minus
right. Sorry
points
about
in
that.
spell slot. I undid my mistake.
Okay, so 3 rays of fire.
3 rays of fire. Very
The
nice.
first one does 7 damage. The second one does 11 damage.
Yes.
And the third one does 9, so that I already lost.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm
Okay.
keeping up.
You did 7, then 11, then 9. So
Yep.
27. Cool.
Nice. That's the most damage I've ever done.
All right. So it was not bloodied. Now it is very bloodied. You see, as it's starting to lose its shape, it's starting to become more of a blob than a cube. And well done.
I hope that helped them.
All right. Next is Nyx. You take a bunch of damage at the start of your turn.
Mm-hmm. Probably gonna die.
Honestly, it'd be tough not to. Come on. Here we go. Update, please. 17 points of acid damage.
I'm still up.
Oh.
What?
Temporary hit points.
Those temp hit points. I'm at 4 HP, but I'm close.
We
So
love
what
temporary
we're
hit
gonna
points
do-
from music box spinning tops.
Yes.
What we're gonna do, I'm not raging.
Hmm.
I'm determined not to do that.
Mhm.
It's gonna hit the shit out of this guy.
Attacks are at
You-
disadvantage because you are restrained. But go ahead.
Fine. Okay. Yep, I definitely hit. 7. Yep, still hit.
Woo.
Another 7.
Very nice.
Is he dead yet?
Nope.
Shit.
Yeah.
Next
He's
is
next.
its turn.
Yeah, so
It is going to move forward, and it's just kind of like this amorphous blob kind of rolling towards you, sort of like an amoeba. The sword going with it, with quiver strip wrapped around this long sword. And it is going to engulf you, make a dexterity saving throw, and also make an attack against you. It misses its attack.
we gonna die.
I'm going to use my inspiration.
I'm gonna die by cube.
17 dex save.
You succeed. You just jump back in time. Your wings kind of just woof and guide you backwards.
I am very glad that I had that inspiration.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. 'Cause I rolled
All
a
right.
12.
That is its turn. Now, start of Quipper and Aether's turn.
Woo, time
I
to
should
die.
pull that.
Since it's the start of both of our turns, can I give him the temporary hit points before he takes the damage for it? Or is that not gonna work?
I'm afraid it doesn't quite work
Okay.
that way. You take 18 points of acid damage.
Woo!
Okay.
Ah,
Oh boy.
which
I'm
is
dead.
the worst.
Aether, what are you doing?
Okay.
I'm not dead. but I'm
Okay. So you said it's
Sure.
something really bad, right?
Please kill it.
And I can't hit it no matter what, but I'm still going to roll. I'm just gonna try hitting it with that frost again.
Please get a natural 20.
Da, 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 da. I did not get a natural 20. But I rolled very high. 14 cold damage.
14 cold damage. You fire out your snowflake shuriken that just stabs into, and as it does, the ice just extends over the entire gelatinous blob now. And then there's just a moment where all of you are just kind of in this encased bit of ice as like streaks of cold begin to streak through, freezing it. And then there's and it all just falls apart into little tiny pieces of half-frozen blob throughout the entire floor. Both of you, like now laying on the ground.
All right. I can't do it this round, but I'm gonna run up to Quipper and get ready to use healing hands.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, I guess we're out of combat now, so never
You're out of
mind.
combat now. So you're-
I was
I
gonna
use
say,
healing hands, and you heal 5 hit points.
No, that's okay.
why don't we
You can
take
do
a
it.
short rest?
Yeah, that was a little much. Whew.
And then we can also break, because
Yeah.
Woo.
All right. Sound good.
so we'll take a short rest, and we'll also
Nice
do a
meeting
break.
Sure. You guys can go. Don't turn off the stream yet. I'm just gonna real quick explain to anybody watching what happened. You guys can go if you need to. So just to clarify to anyone, anybody can correct me if I get anything wrong.
Yeah.
You all woke up after your meeting with Omar.
Yeah.
You left to go to the Scale District, in which you found the church. Quipper infiltrated it at pretending to be a ghost when he cast invisibility. He found that the door to the underground Temple of Versailles must be hidden. You, because you questioned a guard there and who didn't know where it was. You eventually made your escape, but alerted them to the presence of an intruder, which made it now more heavily guarded. Yeah, I think that's it.
Then
Yeah.
we got in the sewers and started fighting some
Then you got in the
giant
sewers.
creepy crawlies, and that's about where I realized that all of the audio had been muted the entire time.
It's true, and I should have mentioned some flavor text that was happening there. They were going into a temple of Lathander, the only legal god, which has been known as the Prince of Gods, often surrounded by a sun and gold motif, and that is about it.
Nice.
Yeah. In any case, now we can turn off the stream. All right, welcome back, everyone. Now that you have escaped the gelatinous cube, what are you gonna do?
A short rest?
Yes, Quipper, you fall to the bottom with the sword in your lap.
I already did my hit dice while we were on break, so
I didn't, because
Okay.
I forgot.
I did not fully heal, which stinks, but I'm close.
I think we
For
should
as
take
long as that lasts.
an extra long short rest, and by that I mean 1 extra minute short rest, because I'm gonna cast
Sure.
Identify on the sword before we have a
Sure.
short rest,
Hey, nice.
I dropped my eraser.
which takes a minute. What? A pearl worth at least 100 gold.
Oh yeah.
How much
Wait, does
gold
Aether
do I
have one? Aether's a spellcaster.
I would say if you have the
a
gold,
pearl.
delete it.
Right, I do have the gold, but not on me.
What do you mean?
That's unfortunate. Nah, it's okay. I don't cast Identify, but
Okay.
I guess I'll.
How much is it?
I mean, I don't.
100 gold worth?
100 gold just
Yeah.
to maybe find out that the sword is not special at all. That doesn't really sound worth it
Do
to me.
you?
It's true, but it's not consumed.
Really?
Yeah.
You just have
And
to.
if it says it is,
You just have to have 100 gold.
you just have to have a pearl worth 100 gold.
Oh.
A lot of spells are like that.
Interesting.
I mean, I think I have 100 gold, but not a pearl.
We can say that like he knew ahead of time, so if you gave the pearl, if you gave him the money, he can just have retroactively bought it if he chooses to.
Yeah, but then the money's gone.
Yeah.
No.
I
saw that.
That's not.
Oh.
Boogie.
He's very tired today.
Plus, I don't even want this sword anyway. I'd throw it at.
It's big for you.
I throw it at Dix. Physically.
Nah.
Throw the sword.
It's a large silver
I
long
grab
sword.
the handle and I do like a. Oof.
Make an attack roll.
So we can't cast Identify with it.
No.
On
I
it.
think I probably missed. I rolled like an 8. I rolled an 8. I don't know what to add to that. But...
Can we cast Identify? I forget. I'm
No.
sorry.
I mean, I can if you spend 100
They-
gold on a pearl. Like 100 gold.
Yeah,
gone,
they don't have the components.
but it's unnecessary.
I mean,
Fine, I'll hold on to it. I don't think I can use it. It doesn't look like. Does it look like a sword that I could use with proficiency?
Hopefully it's not cursed.
You know how to use a longsword. It's a martial weapon. It's a martial weapon, which you are proficient in. It's not really your style.
man, I'm
but
so hot.
I wouldn't be able to get sneak though with it because I'm not. It's not finesse.
you're right. It is. You would not be able to get sneak attack with it.
Bullshit. Long swords are very.
I mean, mechanically it makes sense. Realistically, no, but mechanically it does.
Okay, I'll hold on to it. I won't attune to it or anything consciously. Just in
There's
case.
there's no attuning.
Okay. I'll just hold on to it, I guess.
It has the weird script on the side.
I wish I knew what this said.
I don't have any kind of language thing.
Same.
Like spell, I mean.
So I've encountered a lot of people in my life. Could I determine what language it is even if I don't speak it?
Sure. Actually, you most certainly would. While you don't speak it, you recognize it to be Elven script.
Oh shit. Okay.
Ooh.
Well, we can ask our dear old friend Celia about this.
Sure.
Do you want to keep going?
I mean, we're already here.
Let's roll out.
But sneakily, as much as we can, through that door. Although you should probably check that door for traps too. You know?
I can do that.
Yeah. I'll stay in the back like normal and make sure that nothing's following us or anything.
You go potty, Gruy? Go potty.
All right,
I'll be
so
back.
you're making a perception check, making sure nobody's approaching.
Should I
Yeah.
do an investigation for traps?
Sure.
Natural 20 plus 6 for
Very
perception.
nice. You are pretty confident that nobody's coming from behind or otherwise.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Since you did roll a natural 20, for a moment, just a moment, felt like something was watching you.
Oh, like
Couldn't
that.
see what it is. But like maybe you saw something dash out of a shadow for just a second. Maybe it's just a feeling. I'm not quite sure. But something's your spider senses are tingling.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
When you look
I'm getting
so,
more gusters.
when you use your eyes so good, you're like, oh, is that a ghost?
You know, at first I thought it was 1 because this is the pike die, but it's like a little like radiant
Oh yeah.
thing. So I was like, oh no.
Ryan, did you hear my investigation earlier?
No.
13.
All right. You are confident there are no traps.
Alrighty, lads. Let's move out stealthily. Can I roll a stealth check?
Stealthily. Oh
That
no.
is a 24.
Oh no.
That's epic.
I rolled 2 1s.
Incredible.
I wish I had rolled a 1, because I could re-roll 1s, but instead I rolled the lowest roll that I'm capable of rolling, which is a 2.
2.
So like 8.
I don't know why I even rolled after the first one, but I just wanted to
All right. Let's
double fail. I'm so nervous about my spidey senses that I don't remember where the floor is.
Oh boy.
Trips on wing. Trips on ribbons attached to wing.
in this hallway there is a pipe running down the sewer. And there's this purple kelp looking plant crawling down the length of this pipe.
Does it look like anything I recognize?
Yes, it does. It looks like pipeweed.
Oh!
Grabbing that shit.
All right. Make a nature check. Just to collect good bits, you know? Nature or survival, whichever you prefer.
Hold on.
Probably survival, but you know. I'll let you do nature. Because not all of it is good, you know? And it still needs to be dried out.
7.
7. You get like 3 applications out of it. It's not
That's okay.
nearly as much as you could have gotten anyway, but
I'll put those in my bag.
sure.
Because I think I had used the rest of it when I gave it to Che.
You did.
As we move into the hallway, do I still feel like something's watching us?
Yeah.
Sick. Ugh.
Have you expressed this feeling to the group?
Not yet, but I can. I feel like we might not be the only ones in here or something. I don't know. Something feels off.
Are there any more of those weird carvings in the wall?
No.
Are we still going in the direction of the temple?
Yes, actually, sorry. Eventually you start to make it to the end of this hallway and it makes a turn. But you know another like few feet down should be the probably another like 5 feet should be the temple, but it's blocked off.
Can I touch the wall to make sure it's not an illusion?
Yes, you can. It does not seem to be an illusion.
Okay.
Can I knock on it? Does it sound hollow?
No. Solid stone.
Can I jump up and down? Does that sound hollow?
No. Stone.
Interesting. Do there appear to be any like grooves in the floor from like moving something?
Make an investigation.
While she's doing that, can I like look at the wall for loose stones that like might look like buttons?
20. Not
Also
nat-
investigation check.
not natural 20.
9.
So you're investigating around and it kind of occurs to you as you're picking this apart. No, you don't find anything. But what if there isn't a connection from the sewer? Like, why would a temple be connected to the sewer?
Because it's old.
And you're kind of thinking, like, this is probably the kind of structure they would build around as opposed to through.
I mean, yeah, probably, but it's worth a little look-see.
How long have we been in here? Can I check what time it is?
Sure. By now, I'm going to say it's probably like 1 to 2 o'clock.
Okay. Maybe we should head back up.
Yeah.
I don't feel very good about this.
You think if maybe you dug through or like, I don't know, were able to break your way through and dig for a while somehow, you could probably get through. But
Yeah.
like, you know.
I feel like trying to break through is really risky, you know? I mean, we're already breaking in eventually.
Yeah, I guess.
Well,
I'm
we
sorry,
got this
guys.
sword.
Maybe what we can do is go back up to the surface, find Celia, ask her about the sword.
Right. We still have plenty of time before, nightfall.
I'm gonna like try to hide the sword and like if I'm wearing like I don't know if I'm probably not wearing a cloak or something, but just to like cover it up.
Maybe wrap the cloak around it.
Yeah.
Or some cloth, sure.
So it isn't sticking out and obvious.
Something you do notice, it is perfectly sharp.
Strange.
I mean, if it is an elven blade, those things are no joke.
Maybe someone
I
got
totally know
by the
tons
cube?
about swordsmanship.
Sword must not have been that great if whoever was carrying it ended up inside that big gelatinous cube.
Or the
You-
person
They just walked
wasn't
into
that
it.
great.
Kind of idiot just
Let us go
walks
back
into
to
a
this.
gelatinous cube.
Something you know about gelatinous cubes, that when they eat things, they tend to not digest bones. There was no bones in that gelatinous cube.
Right.
I'm gonna opt to
Interesting.
ignore that fact for my own self-narrative.
Understandable.
And by me, I
So
mean
you backtrack. You don't seem to have any trouble. You know where you're going. You didn't miss any traps. You go back up. You are now kind of covered in mess. On top.
Whipper, prestidigitation, please.
Well, I mean, myself, obviously, yeah. Anyway,
Can you clean
let's
the rest of us too?
go. Let's go meet the lady. The thing.
Can you clean the rest of us too?
That would be very nice, Quipper.
I
If you could.
guess. I just start like
I
casting.
did bring you back to life for a little bit there.
Start casting
Literally cost
prestidigitation on Aether. Clean off all the gunk and stuff.
Thank you.
All right, now we're good. Now let's go, guys.
Whipper? I'm like gonna grab the back of his shirt.
Hey, fine. I'm gonna clean your stupid clothes.
Now that we're out of the sewers, is that feeling gone?
Nope.
Obviously,
Love
Corinna,
that.
you perceived a fourth dimensional being. God. Get it.
I'm just that good. She's just that good.
Yep. That's what it is.
I'm gonna make a little page for all the drugs that I have.
That makes a whole lot of sense.
Make sure that no
Make
one...
sure you add them in D&D Beyond because they do exist.
Just gonna
Make
sit-
sure no one takes those papers from you. It's kind of an easy trace.
More for Lizzie's sake, not Nick's. Like in my notebook, I'm making one.
I understand now.
Nick's
Right.
isn't just like proclaiming to the world, I'm gonna make a ledger of all the drugs I own.
Guess what? Yeah.
I think there's a lot of dust in this place. Jesus.
Probably.
Lathander.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay. Are you heading to Celius's place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to
Alright.
Celia. I feel like Celia's just like our weird aunt that we just
Yeah.
crash at all the time.
She gives me very grandma vibes. I think of her as like a grandma.
She's kind of like the town mystic that everyone is just okay with.
You know, like in Little Red Riding Hood when the wolf was disguised as the grandma? So like she's got grandmotherly vibes, but also like,
All right.
which I think is why Nyx likes her so much, because Nyx is also
Feral fun times with Celia next.
Right. In any case, you eventually make it to Celia's purple cart.
dope.
I'm turning
Do you
the
enter?
music up. There we go.
Yeah, we enter.
Are you walking? Ah. Hello. Good to see
Hi.
you all again.
We're not going to be here very long. We actually, we're working on that mission that you told us about, and
So I heard.
we're trying to find our way around, and we found this sword.
This one right here.
May I?
No, not really.
Ding!
Thank you.
This sword is a piece of
She
garbage.
examines it.
You don't want this sword.
Ah. This blade, I believe, once belonged to a group called the Blood Hunters.
Mmm.
This one in
Wow.
particular was most likely used to hunt the lycanthrope.
That makes sense if it's all silver.
Wait, hold on.
It is
The what?
the
Werewolf
Blood
hunting sword.
Hunters,
No, what was it used to hunt? I couldn't hear what you said,
Shit,
Ryan. Like,
it-
lycanthropes.
Like werewolves.
lycanthropes. Ooh.
Bark. Wolf.
It
Growl. Paranoid.
It reads a rather crude description, loosely translating to death to the half-breeds, or rapture upon the cursed-blooded. It's sort of mixed.
Mhm.
Elven language is fancy that way.
That's my
And it appears to be magical.
Even
This
better.
blade will not find itself dull, despite its softer metal.
Well, now that makes sense.
I hope this is beneficial to you. She
It is.
bestows it upon you, handle first.
Anybody need a sword?
I mean, I don't really get up that close.
I'll trade out the short sword that I had on my hip. Because that had acid damage.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just kind of like swing the one sword and.
For the right price, or from the right buyer, you could probably make a pretty penny off of that.
I think we'll hold on to it for now, just in case.
Of course. Is there anything else I can help you with? You interested in any of my wares?
I'll make the sword.
Anything that can dig well.
Dig well. No, not at the moment. I could make something for you.
Can you?
We're trying to get into that
dig
place
it?
you wanted us to go, the temple. But we tried going in through the sewers. Unfortunately, there's no way through the sewers. So now we have
Which
to actually
makes
go into the building.
I see. Sorry to hear that.
Is there a way to tell if something is, like, magically spying on you? I've just had a bad feeling since we got into the sewers in that area.
Yes. Something like a spell of non-detection? Or if you were able to see invisibility and somebody were scrying on you, you would be able to see their eye.
I don't think I can do either of that, but, thank you.
Do you think somebody's scrying on us, Aether?
I don't know, I've just had a weird feeling ever since we got deeper into the sewers, and I thought it was going to, wear off once we left, but I just feel strange. It's probably nothing.
Miss Soot, can you see these things?
Not right now.
Hmm.
And it should be minded there are more ways to see somebody than simply scrying.
Use your eyeballs.
You could use your eyes. A familiar turned invisible. Tracking your thought. As some psionic beings can. And surely other ways.
Right.
I feel bad for the poor soul that tries to read my mind. They're gonna be so confused.
I'm not even
Interesting.
in your mind and I still get confused by you.
Is there anything else I can do?
Any advice for how we can get into this temple?
You could kill the priest.
Why did I think of that
You
one?
could
I mean, she's got a good point. We're trying to sneak around. Let's just go kill
kill them, although, be dangerous.
Yeah, but like they're corrupt.
Perhaps you could poison their wine. Or whatever you're interested in.
You guys?
Personally, I'm not a big fan of such priests?
I could drug them.
I mean, I guess whatever we have to do for this to... I don't know.
You don't seem very happy about these plans.
I just feel like, you know, it's one thing to play a little joke on the church, but it's another to be
Well,
out
my drugs
hurting.
won't kill them.
So it's
Okay.
not like a poison or something?
It'll make them loopy, if anything. It might make them more agreeable.
Okay.
Honestly, the drugs that I have aren't that different from, like, a spell that's like, wow, it's just a different way of casting it.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Clipper
better.
could always do sleep if he wanted to do sleep.
That does seem to work a lot.
It do work pretty good.
Oh, Miss Soot.
Yeah.
I have these little sucker thingies that we got from a Grick.
Oh yeah, the worm.
So I want to do something with them, but I don't know exactly what I could do.
Don't either.
Oh my gosh, I could always
You're
just
right.
make it like earrings or something. That'd be funny. I'll figure it out.
You'd look pretty
Yeah.
cool.
It would rot pretty quickly.
Unless I did it in like glass. You know, like you dip it in like resin or glass or something.
I can make glass things for you if you want. I really like doing that, actually.
I suppose. I suppose I shouldn't judge.
It definitely fits your style.
I'll think more. Because I kind of... Could I put them somehow on my hands like suction cups to help me climb things?
I suppose I could muster something like that if you were interested in another procedure.
I'll think on it. The last one was kind of scary. Oh well, I just wanted to talk about it because I thought it was cute.
Sounds understandable to me.
Are the
Perhaps
cats there?
there's a cat. This one is more of a tabby. Similarly scarred. Looks a little older.
Ooh.
I
Warrior
want
cat.
I want these cats to like me so bad.
You also hear some skittering and about 5 rats go crawl like around your feet and crawl under her desk.
Oh.
Does the cat not go after them?
Nope.
I'm gonna
Well,
ask
it's
the cat
definitely
and
not a
Sylvan,
normal-
are you not hungry?
They just look at you for a second. And then
Well,
pause and go back.
imagine if they answered the question though. That'd be pretty wild.
I just want to be loved. Okay, let's keep going. What do we gotta do now?
Well, it's not nighttime yet. I figured we were waiting. So that
So,
last
like, do
people
you
were
guys want
there.
to develop like a plan?
Yeah, I guess we kind of need one now that our original take out the place isn't exactly working. Are we still going with the plan of me asking random questions first? Because while I think it would work for the original distraction while you guys are getting in, I don't know how well it would work for me trying to catch up to you guys.
What we could probably do, maybe, maybe.
Maybe, kinda, maybe.
I mean, honestly, at this point, if Quipper is able to put him to sleep, we can just put him to sleep.
That would definitely be the best option, I think.
Although,
And I could always take his clothes and disguise
That'll be
myself
hard.
as him.
it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah.
Not everybody is susceptible to my lovely lullabies.
Do they know that you cast something if it doesn't work?
Yup.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious, I would say.
All right. So I guess we have two pseudo plans that both have their downsides. Um,
Okay, so
what was
in
your
place.
idea with the drugs?
Let me make sure I remember what each one does.
That's important.
So I have currently 3 on my person. 3 types, that is. Sorry. Mika Mushroom is kind of fun because it makes people see the ethereal plane.
Oh, wow.
So that would probably trip him out big time.
That's kind of cool, actually.
There's also
You technically have 4 on you.
What?
The Nothic gummy.
I have that one, but that's the truth gummy.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying you technically have 4. By the way, you should add that in D&D Beyond. In fact, I can do it for you. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I have pipeweed, which it has different effects that could happen. So it could potentially make the person fall asleep in 10 minutes, and they'll sleep for an hour. Or they'll have loose inhibitions, or they're happy with anything and like in a haze.
For
Or
how
it can
long?
or you can get 2 effects at the same time. And both of those, both the Mika Mushroom and the pipeweed, are non-addictive ones. So it's not like they would get addicted to it afterwards. I think that fire tallow is addictive, though. Let me check.
I
It is.
feel like both of those other ones might be useful.
I added the Nothic gummy.
Maybe more so the one with all the different effects. I don't know.
Is Nothic spelled with a K? No.
C.
Well, I mean, like, is it K-N or is it just N? For Nothic. You know, like, knife has a K in front of it that's silent?
Oh no, it's just N.
Okay.
That was confusing. I'm sorry.
I was also like, I get where you're going, but it's so wild to assume there's a silent K in a made-up word. Is it made up? It's probably not made up.
I don't know. I thought it would be,
vocabulary.
because it's a fantasy game. There's gonna be weird silent letters and shit all the time.
I suppose.
Okay. I can probably put... So there would have to be a distraction where one of us puts the pipeweed in, like, a drink that he has to drink. Yes.
Right.
Somehow.
And that's assuming that he has a drink there.
Usually there's, like, I'm seriously basing this off of, like, the Catholic Church. Sacramental wine.
That's not something the priest just casually drinks on a regular basis
Yeah.
in the Catholic Church.
You know what?
Like the Catholic Church, Catholic priests don't just like hang out afterwards, like hanging around in the evening, just like with a chalice of sacramental wine, just like yes, blood of Christ, so tasty, I love it.
The thing about pipeweed is, it's not one of those ones you put in food. Like in theory, you could extract the oils from it. That'll take a good bit of work. In its natural form, it's usually smoked.
Are there any fireplaces in the church anywhere?
No, but there are incense sconces.
Oh yeah.
There's a way that we can get it lit and he can smell. It's not like the same thing as inhaling it.
Well, I
But it would
mean,
have the same effect.
it's a gas.
Yeah, but you don't get
You're hotboxing the church is what you'd be doing.
because you don't get the same sort of... Okay, I'm thinking of like in real life, you don't get the same effects just by secondhand taking it in.
You get the same effects, it's just not as intense.
That's the point of hotboxing. You just fill up the place with the smoke and then you're high. You
It's
need a
not
bit
like-
more of it, but you can do it.
I think that could work then.
If we just light the incense near him. How are we going to do that? Okay, so Clipper will probably have to be the one to do that because he's the only one that can go invisible. Or he could make me invisible and I could do it.
Right.
While one of you distracts the priest.
Fine, I'll distract the
question.
priest. I know I'm just so entertaining that everybody wants to look at me all the time.
But here's the thing though. If we're all in there, won't we all get high?
No.
Yo.
I mean,
No.
if we put it in a single incense burner and waft it in his face.
Which will also be my face.
Which will also be like
Not if I'm like right
very
here.
obvious. Mr. Priest, can you smell this incense for me? Why does it smell like pipeweed?
Yeah, you understand.
Pipeweed is not like a...
This is gonna take probably like at least 3 applications to make work because you really need it to spread throughout this room.
It's funny, I have 3 pipeweed applications.
Oh, wonderful.
You just gave them to me.
I thought you had more. But yeah, you're right.
No.
You gave them to Shay and you reminded me. But in any case, yeah, you would probably need that much. Probably better if you had 4, but 3's fine. It would take a bit, but you could do it. And you would fill up the room, pretty much. And that would be the goal. Because don't forget, there's a priest and 3 guards, at least.
Right.
So, if you're close to the ground, smoke rises.
And I'm just going to fall to the ground?
I don't know, dude. I
think it could work. I'm just nervous about one of us going down, you know?
I feel
And
like
I'm nervous about like one of the guards or 2 or 3 of the guards like somehow being okay. And then it's more of us than them. Or more of them than us.
I kind of get the general feeling that this drug specifically, it's probably not the sneaky, like,
There's
sneak drug.
so depending on the effect that I roll, there's a different sort of save.
Each person would make a different check.
Yeah.
And I would do that.
The saves are kind of low though.
I mean, with my dice rolls tonight.
They're both constitutions.
That's like alright.
One of them does not require a check.
Yeah.
Just happens.
Oh no.
No, that's the one where your charisma score is increased by 1 and you just start to feel loose and your inhibitions fall away. It's not like
Imagine having inhibitions. I'll talk to a brick wall if it will pay me enough.
Weird.
I don't know.
What are you guys doing?
I don't know where I was going with that.
Okay, I'm guessing it would be really hard to make them all guards. They've seen a thing or two.
I could just like summon a bunch of rats. Spook them.
you also don't have to talk to him.
Correct.
Right now, service is over. Right now, it's like you can go in and you can pray. So, like, if you guys go in to pray, just get on the pews. I don't know, sit in the pews or something. And I'm invisible. I can sneak in, hotbox the place, and we can keep sneaking, you know?
Yeah,
You only
that's
have
an
to do
idea
this.
too.
You guys can do a distraction if it gets bad.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if there was a way to distract all of them at the same time, maybe in that one room to get them all in the same place, just to make sure it works out better. I don't.
Like a big swarm of rats.
Yeah. Just to condense them more somewhere else. And then maybe during all that ruckus with the rats or whatever we end up doing, you guys could sneak by, and I could try my best to sneak by.
So, in this plan, am I not drugging them?
I'm just throwing out different ideas. There's the drugging idea, where we're pretending to pray. The idea of having some kind of rat infestation in the corner to get all of them, like, focus on something while we all go by. There's the trying to cast some kind of sleep spell on the priest. Maybe that could be the distraction of trying to if he falls asleep and all the guards are confused. But they would probably just wake him up. Ugh.
I think our best bet is the drug.
Yeah. Let me see
This
if I
makes
have
people
anything in.
more agreeable.
Yeah, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're just gonna be okay with some random strangers just walking into their inner sanctum. It just means that they're a little friendlier. More agreeable doesn't suddenly mean says yes to everything. It just means like,
Well, maybe we wouldn't have to say something like, "Hey, can we go down in the secret temple?" Maybe we could be like, "Hey, you should help these people outside," or something.
I should also tell you.
Uh-huh.
One of the ones, the one that makes you happy with anything, makes it harder, makes you, if you fail the same. You fail all insight, deception, and persuasion checks.
Oh.
An attack with advantage against you. You will also have disadvantage on insight checks.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
So, like, that would be they would have that effect. And therefore, they would be less
no, it'd
likely
be good for us if he gets it.
Or there's the one where they fall asleep.
Is that true?
I guess at this point it's just like, what kind of risk do we want to take? Because all of them have risk.
The drug also is very embarrassing. Like, they get high in a church. Like, how embarrassing would that be for them?
Oh, yeah.
Mika mushrooms would probably be eaten or drank.
What?
If you're referring to Mika mushroom, then that one is usually eaten or drank.
No, I'm talking about pipeweed.
Okay, pipeweed, yeah.
I'm only talking about pipeweed.
Okay.
That's the one with the variety of effects.
Yes.
Mika mushroom is the one that just, if you fail, you suffer
I have them in front of me.
phantasmal force.
Oh, yeah.
If you succeed, you see the ethereal plane.
Mm-hmm.
what if, right, I just go in there and cause my usual ruckus, and then y'all just walk in the door.
And did that work last time?
I wasn't really trying that hard. I was last time I was just messing with them.
Well, where are you guys right now?
I assumed we were still in Celia's or something.
We're just chilling out.
Have you considered lying?
Yes.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
have.
What about this?
Well, how would
What about
like if
what about this? All right. Hear me out. We know because we were there that the sewers are very close to the temple. What if you're invisible, me, Nyx, disguise ourselves like public works employees, and we go running in and be like, "Oh my god, we heard we're responding to like an emergency leakage. The sewer is busted through into your basement. We need to get down there like immediately." Done. Donezo.
and what if they don't buy it?
No,
Well, then we leave, and then we just go. We cut our losses and try again.
So that could be plan one, and then if that one doesn't work, we go to one of the other ones.
I mean,
like the
worst
drug
case
store.
scenario, we just beat the crap out of them or something. Give him one
at
of
this
these.
point,
I'm just
it's-
kidding. I don't use these.
We don't have that much time, so why not?
It just feels like a waste of time to do that because they're probably going to say there's no basement.
Well, we could
Because
just
the wall
be convincing.
is solid stone around it.
We could just be convincing and be like, look, man, I don't know if you know you got a basement, but all I know is the sewer has collapsed into something we need to check.
Quipper, do you have any, like, illusion spells that could help?
So many!
that?
You gotta be kidding me! Who do you think you're talking to?
I'm just asking.
Quipper! I got all kinds of illusion spells. That's like
Also,
what I
to
do.
clarify, the sewers weren't like. It's not like they were necessary. Like, it doesn't seem to be public knowledge, but it's not like the sewers were hiding something. It's just one of those things where, like, why would you attach sewers to a temple
Well,
basement?
sure. I'm not arguing
You know?
that. Ryan, the instant I suggested that we go in the sewer, I was immediately like, well, no, he had a battle map ready for the church, so obviously the way there is through the church. And then when you were like, hang on, I'm generating a dungeon, I was like, all right, obviously the way there is through the church, we're not getting anywhere through the sewer, but Quipper doesn't know where you had battle maps ready for or not, so obviously he was going to continue to pursue his idea.
I mean, feasibly, if there was a good reason, then perhaps the sewers did, but the temple is older than the sewer.
Sure.
So I would have allowed it if it made sense, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Understandable.
Maybe the
But you still
sewer-
got loot out of it, so
Maybe the sewer collapsed.
Werewolf hunting sword.
yeah.
Maybe the sewer did collapse, and then we're going in to fix it because we're public works employees.
Maybe that's what you do. You actually blow it up, and then you.
Well, at that point, why don't we just go through the hole we made? Why? Oh, okay, like we blow a hole and we're like, all right, cool. We blew a hole in there. Let's go up to the church and tell them about it so we can get in.
Yeah.
But no, I got all kinds of illusions. I could create sounds or images for like a minute that are like a 5 feet cube.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got. I thought I had
was just
another
thinking
one.
of,
Hang on, what? I thought this could have sworn I had more than that. I
Well,
pressed
if you guys run in
identification.
and say that you're trying to fix something, maybe there could be some kind of, like, noise.
Well, if you're invisible, you could
Help your
just like
case.
punch the door really hard. It'd be like, oh my god, Big Bang, we gotta get in there. Oh.
I guess so. I think they would see the door move, though.
I think
Exactly.
they would
It'd be like,
have
look how
better
big that
luck,
explosion was.
Than Aether punching the door. Because they'll know that it's the door.
I'm also not strong. I feel like I would hurt myself somehow.
It'll sound like knocking rather than a pipe exploding in the sewer and a wall falling through.
Look, if you hear boof, you know, door shakes, and there's
Wait,
two.
do you have thaumaturgy?
What? No.
You don't have thaumaturgy.
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I picked prestidigitation instead. 11 Heinz. But anyway, the point is that you let's say you're the priest. You're chilling with your guys or whatever, and then two people who, as far as you know, could very well work for the city come running in. Oh, the sewer's leaking. We need to get in your basement. Where's it at? We know where it's at. We know it's through that door, if anything, or at least that's where we need to go. So they're like, all right, city employees come in. We need to get in your basement. The sewer's busted through to it, and they're like, oh, how do we know you're telling the truth? And then you hear a big banging noise, and the door that likely leads to your basement starts shaking. You're not gonna be like, someone just punched our door. You're gonna be like, whoa, that was a big explosion down there. The door made the door shake. It was so big.
Here's the one, I don't know. I feel like if something like that happened and the guards would probably investigate it.
Well, sure, they'll probably come with
Also,
us.
the whole building would shake. Not just the door.
Alright, let me ask you another follow-up question. You have a
I'll be
giant building.
100% honest, guys. I'm starting to lose my mind.
You have a giant building made of.
You've been planning to enter this church for 51
Really
minutes.
Ryan happy.
You have a giant building made of stone and a wooden door. Which one's gonna shake first? Probably the door.
I think at this point we just kind of have to try something.
Let's just go beat them up. You guys are really good at that.
I don't want to hit them before we even get into the temple. Because then when we leave, it'll be even harder. And we'll get arrested again. I think that if we drug them and they're happy, then they're happy. At least they aren't angry.
Yeah.
Sure, let's just try that. We just need something.
So, if we get there, I can put the 3 pipeweed applications I have into incense burners.
Right?
So, there probably won't be a way that you guys avoid the smoke. Because
Could just leave.
it's going to fill everything ideally. But maybe if you're closer to the door, you can get through without getting affected. Or if you roll high.
Right.
I
It's worth a shot. I guess if it ends up badly, we'll just have to defend ourselves.
And I'll disguise myself. I'll just look like a person. Like maybe not the same brown-haired girl I was before, just like a middle-aged woman with red hair and
Sure.
freckles. Just something. I don't know.
Sure. Then you guys approach the church, I assume. About
Yeah.
3 o'clock now.
Right, so we're pretending to go pray. Alright.
Should
Alright.
I go? Quipper, should you turn me invisible since I'm filling the incense burners?
I could just distract them. And then you could do that.
Would you distract the guards too, though? They're probably going to be like, why is this girl putting things in the burner?
They're probably gonna be like, what the heck's this little guy doing over here? Singing songs and shit in the church.
I think that the invisibility would probably, because if they see
Your sound's cutting out.
mine,
Yeah.
Oh no. How about now?
You're good.
If they see 2 people coming in to pray, maybe not at the time, I feel like that's less suspicious than 1 person. And if they hear any mysterious noises coming from the, you know?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I wasn't expecting only one of us to go in to pray. I just figured if I'm invisible, it might be a little easier than necessarily you guys trying to distract guards while I'm standing there plain as day, putting things in a burner.
I'm just
I
gonna
think
make...
invisibility would be good.
I'm just gonna make Lizzie invisible now.
Okay. You are invisible.
Magic.
Nice.
Dope.
Wonderful. Okay, so, Quipper, maybe you can go in to pray first, and then wait 2, and I'll walk
I'm
in,
not
so it
very
doesn't
good
look
at
like
it.
we're a team.
Alright, you guys
Probably-
go right in.
I make myself...
Let's start to get into action.
I make myself...
Okay, so
Do it.
I make myself
whenever
look...
Aether goes in, I'll go in behind her, and as soon as they start to go to their pews, I'm just gonna when it feels like a good time, go to maybe the first incense burner on the left or something, and just try to sneak in
Sure.
a thing of pipeweed.
I make
So
myself
there,
look really...
yeah. So you both go in, make a stealth check at advantage.
I make myself look like a really old...
Natural 20 plus 6.
sad...
Very
Nice.
nice.
Literally,
Alright.
Nothing there. You could walk right through me. Just kidding, that's not how that works.
All right. So you enter this room. It is the same gold room. A lot of the candles are no longer lit. So you're seeing so it's a little bit darker. There's you can see there's a guard standing just on the other side of the door. There's one on either side, or there's on either side of the room, and then there's still the priest at the center. You can see him writing something down on a piece of paper, and he seems to be talking to him. And Lathander's silence is not. No, I shouldn't. And he seems to be revising maybe the scripture for tomorrow. But then as you approach, he goes, "Ah, children, welcome to the house of the prince. How may I help you today?"
Who are you talking to, me?
He's just talking to both Aether and Quiver. Meanwhile, next, there's the sconces are kind of like they're metallic bulbs, kind of hanging from chain all the way from the ceiling, kind of hanging right above the pews. You kind of have to stand on the pews and like unscrew something and lift it up, and they're this like brass metallic color, and you can see there's a bunch of incense in there, and you put in 3 applications of the pipeweed. And how are you going to light it?
3 applications?
I thought that's what. Yeah.
One thing?
Well, you can do it. Yeah, you can spread them out if you'd like.
Yeah, I was gonna try to scatter it. I have a tinderbox.
Perfect. Then you
Do I have to, like, sleight of hand or anything? Or no?
Your stealth covers that.
Cool deal.
All right, so you light that one. You move on to the next, and with your roll, you're fine. You go to each one and you start to light it. Since it is a mix of incense and pipeweed, it kind of covers the smell. Not all the way. It's a weird smelling incense. Let's put it that way.
And then I'm gonna go wait by the door I'm gonna get kind of close to the door that I know is the door.
Okay. You get kind of close to that door. There is a lock on that door. You're not sure if it's actually locked or not.
Okay.
All right. How can I help you, children?
Hi. I'm just here to pray today. I couldn't come to the service earlier, unfortunately, so I figured I would come now.
Wonderful. I haven't seen anyone such as yourself in so long. Quite extravagant wings you have.
Oh, yeah, I built them myself.
Living in the image of our Lord. Wonderful.
Yes. You said you haven't seen anyone like me in a while. Have you seen anyone else
I'm
before?
sorry for my language. I mean, so extravagantly dressed.
Okay. Yeah, I enjoy glass making, if you can't tell.
And to wear it in clothes. Or armor, perhaps?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like mindlessly start wandering off towards the side of the room. I tried to mention it earlier, but before going into the church, I want to disguise myself to look like a really old gnome.
Okay.
So I'm just like hunched over, like, where am I at the church? What's that over there? There's a window.
Oh.
Well,
I must have forgotten to put out the incense before.
I meant to ask, since I missed the service earlier, I don't know, maybe like a little shortened version. I've never gotten to go to one as to what kind of happens there.
Oh, okay. Sorry, not very often that somebody around here hasn't come. Usually what happens is we all arrive here at approximately 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then we begin, then I begin services, preaching words of scripture and advice, being the mouthpiece of Lathander as best as I humbly can. Then there is something of an intermission where people usually get food or have a short break or can make private prayer should they choose. this is also when it is custom to give donations to the Church of Lathander. Tithe is important, and sacrifice as well.
Donations. You want money? I like pull out a gold coin. I come hobbling over and was like, I got gold for you. And I just, where do I put it?
Right in my hand. I will put it in the jar if you don't mind.
There you go. I just dropped it.
Thank you very much.
I gotta use the bathroom.
gift-
Where's the bathroom? Is this over here? And I just start walking over towards the door on the left.
We don't have a bathroom for the public, if you
Just,
don't
like,
mind.
Start jiggling the handle.
That door is locked.
As I expected.
The left-hand one.
This is an amazing statue here. Is this what everyone believes Lathander to look like, or have people seen them before?
Well, I don't know how religious you are, but since the collapse, the gods have gone silent. Likely a punishment for our sins. So, we don't know what he looks like, and truly gods can take whatever form they choose. But this is how we imagine Lathander to be, in all of his beauty and grace. I'm
Ryan.
sorry, I'm feeling... Yeah.
While he's distracted talking to Coretta, I want to try and stealthily pick the lock. Just old ass dude like, what's this? Jiggle the door handle. He's talking. Ooh.
Weirdly, he doesn't... Like, he clearly notices, but he doesn't seem to really care.
Should I?
I need all of you
Should I
to
roll
roll a
stuff?
d4.
No.
Can I pick the lock first?
I'm gonna say no, but you can roll for that afterwards.
3.
I also rolled a 3.
So you kind of start to phase out a little bit. You start to feel kind of cheery and happy. Make a Constitution save.
Oh, no.
I'm real good at those. These old bones are like steel.
14.
Nice. 8
Lizzie, what did you get?
bones of steel.
You got an 8? Okay.
Yeah.
So that means
Lizzie, what did you get?
I got a 2.
Okay, then
I have it right in front of me.
yeah, no, but I'm explaining to everyone.
Yeah, Lizzie. God. Not all of us do drugs. We don't know what they do.
I have literally the exact description of it written down in front of me.
Drugs.
Yeah, I know. But insight, deception, and persuasion have advantage against you.
Yeah, that's fine.
And everyone is being so nice. A little whimsical, you know? You watch as one of the guards does nothing. You see as one of the guards is like one of the ones standing by the side of the room. You see him kind of prop it, like over the next few minutes you see his, and like you guys talking, he kind of leans up more against the side of the wall and dozes off. And you watch as the other one by the door begins to like tap his foot a little bit, like he's has a music stuck in his head or something, and he's just kind of vibing.
Just vibing.
Yeah, and that's everyone.
I'm just gonna smile at the priest, like walk over to Quipper, like I'm looking like I'm trying to like help him or something, like help him up, whatever he's doing. Or aren't you like jiggling with the door or something?
I was gonna pick the lock.
Yeah, like I was gonna like pretend to be helping you, but like stand in front so like you can't see that you're picking the lock.
I was gonna try to pick the lock since I'm right there and invisible.
Oh, well, that works too.
Yeah, so go ahead. You see as the priest kind of just like sits down next to the pedestal. Oh, Hands are so cold.
There could be a draft in here.
Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Wow.
Proficiency in Dex is for thieves' tools, right?
Yeah.
That is 25. Let's pick that lock.
Very nice. Easy.
Did you say the guard by the door is sleepy?
One of them is fine. No, not by that door, a different door. Like by the front door that you guys walk past.
So the one by this door is fine.
There's none by this door.
Okay. I'm sort of just gonna like... I want the door to sort of like... slowly creak open, but not like creaking. I want to do it slowly so that it's quiet and not noticeable.
Yeah. Considering the state of everyone, I think you're able to do so. Yeah, just
Okay,
go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slowly open it and slip behind and sort of look out, and they won't be able to see me because I'm still invisible. But
seems easy to do.
Well, I'll just like nod to the priest and be like, well, thank you for all of your help.
Yeah, of course, of course. If you need anything, just say the word.
Of course.
You know, I might. We've got some wine. I might go get some of that. I'll be right back. Just wait here if you need anything. And then he goes. He walks towards the other room.
I start walking towards the other room.
All right, you guys go through that door. Now there's a long hallway, that seems to go towards the back, filled with like paintings on the side and just general like, you know, that like stereotypical like cloth scripture in a picture frame, kind of thing. And eventually at the end of the hallway you see a wooden door.
is it locked?
Nope.
Are there noises coming from the other side?
Nope.
I'm
point
gonna
out the fact that I am still
slowly open
disguised
that door
and acting
and
like
peek
an old
through.
man.
Okay, yeah, you look through. It looks to be some sort of storage cabinet. You see a bunch of crates. There's a bookshelf, some barrels.
You said there's a
That's the only thing
bookshelf?
in this hallway?
There is in fact a bookshelf.
I'm gonna try doing the same thing that we did that other time, hoping that it works.
Okay.
Investigation check, I guess.
Investigation, go ahead.
That was like a 12.
You don't find, you pull out a bunch of books. A lot of it's just like religious stuff, and then some of it is just like why Sanctorum is dumb kind of books. There's a good few of those. You would know this to be because Sanctorum is considered a godless place. Religion isn't necessarily welcome there.
Yeah.
Or it just doesn't really have a presence.
What is the floor made of?
Wood.
I want to feel around for creaks that sound wrong.
What you do find, however, is there's a bunch of like scrape marks in the wood by the bookshelf.
Well, I think this is just another day of. I want to try and open it.
You try to open it. There's not like opening, but you can try to just move the bookshelf by strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, make strength check.
Ugh.
I'm helping you, so.
Advantage.
Advantage.
Back in my day, we used to use books for door handles. None of this
20.
dragging and pushing around.
What was that?
20, not natural.
Very nice. You just push it right out of the way, and you can see there's a dusty door. It doesn't matter. You're fine.
I thought it was +1, not -1. All right. Well, I think you should probably check for traps first, just in case.
I will check for traps. 4.
Never mind.
You're pretty sure there's no traps.
Guys, I think fine.
Okay.
I made it this long. I ain't gonna get taken out by no dumb trap.
Open up the door a little bit, and then there's like a little bit of an extension, as if that wall was kind of a false wall. And you go right through, and there's just a room with nothing in it. But at the bottom, there's a trapdoor.
As we go in the room, can I like try to move the bookshelf back to make it look like we didn't move it?
Sure, it doesn't look like it's back where it was.
Okay.
Because just the nature of pulling it back, you know? But
Yeah.
it's up against it.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Close the door, go
Go.
to the trapdoor.
Through the trapdoor.